There are quite a few new Nintendo eShop deals available right now, so I do want to go over them pretty quickly. Some of these deals just went live, others of them have been live for a little bit longer, but let's talk about them. Remember to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell notification icon. You'll be notified whenever we upload the video, and it helps out the channel, so thanks a lot. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is 50% off for $29.99 as a part of this Activision sale that's going on right now. I know Diablo 2 Resurrection just got announced. That's still a little ways away, and Diablo 3 is absolutely still going to be a purchase you want to make at some point. For 30 bucks, you get a ton of content, given that this is Diablo 3 and the additional content. The base game already was incredibly replayable, but then you throw in that additional content, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay. I know people that have sunk in over 1,000 hours or even more into Diablo 3. So yeah, if you're talking about value per dollar, this is one that absolutely has that in spades. So check it out. Even though at $30, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than the price it goes for on other platforms. Usually it's south of $20 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, like $19.79, but still at $29.99, absolutely worth a buy. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is $19.99. If you want an arcade racer with the Crash skin on it, this is a pretty good one. I shouldn't downplay it by just saying it's a Crash skin. It's an absolutely charming game, and if you're a fan of Crash, you'll enjoy the hell out of it. So 20 bucks for it, I think, is pretty good. And Spyro Reignited Trilogy is the last of the Activision sale. That is $19.99. I am huge on Spyro. Spyro is one of the first gaming franchises that I got super into. I remember getting a PS1, getting Spyro. I believe I started with Ripto's Rage. I don't remember exactly what the game was, but yeah, Spyro is a franchise that's near and dear to my heart. I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same, and if not, Spyro is just a great game in general. It's a fantastic platformer. The Reignited Trilogy lifts the games up to a modern standard, and for $20, I think this is an excellent buy. A couple of other deals to go over quickly. The Outer Worlds is down to $29.99. Pretty good deal for an Obsidian title. Obsidian has been acquired by Microsoft, so it'll be interesting to see what the release pattern for the future titles from Obsidian will be. But 30 bucks for the Outer Worlds, I think, is pretty good for a pretty interesting sci-fi RPG. It's not perfect in every regard, but definitely a lot more to like than dislike with it. Borderlands Legendary Collection is $25. Again, another purchase that value per dollar. It's absolutely crazy. You get Borderlands Game of the Year Edition here with the DLC. You got Borderlands 2 and you got Borderlands the pre-sequel. 3 games, ton of DLC, ton of replayability, all for $25. This is an absolute steal, and I would highly recommend to pick it up. I don't know if they're ever going to find out a way to put Borderlands 3 on the Nintendo Switch. That might be a little bit of a far cry, but these games are still absolutely excellent, and having them on the Nintendo Switch is definitely a benefit. BioShock the Collection, also down to $25. Another great collection of games. BioShock 1 and BioShock Infinite are absolutely tremendous. BioShock 2 is still a great game, just not at the level of BioShock 1 and Infinite, which I think are tier 1 first-person shooters. Absolutely excellent game. BioShock 2, still a great game. I beat it, had a great time with it, just a little bit below those two aforementioned titles, but the entire trilogy for $25, yeah, that's a great pickup. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is $25.49, while Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is $14. These are great platformers, great stories as well, very emotional narratives here, awesome art style that is going to just age incredibly well. I think in 10 years, people will still go back to Ori and be like, holy crap, this game has a fantastic art style and it still looks beautiful just because its art direction is top notch. Will of the Wisps isn't seeing a giant discount, being $25.49, but it's worth the $29.99 price point. And Blind Forest for $13.99, not a steep discount either, but still a very good deal. Lastly, do want to mention XCOM 2 Collection for $19.99. This includes XCOM 2 and the DLC, War of the Chosen, all that good stuff. 20 bucks for it is really good. XCOM is a game that I got pretty into with XCOM Enemy Unknown, and XCOM 2 is an improvement upon that. The additional content you get with the collection is absolutely making the experience better, and for 20 bucks, I think it's a pretty good pickup. The initial $50 release, I was like, that might be a little bit too much, but at 20 bucks, this is a really solid pickup. And that's going to wrap up this one. Again, a lot of great deals available with all of these. You're getting something that's a variety with each of these pickups, whether you want a sci-fi RPG, a dungeon crawling title in Diablo, arcade racer, you've got first-person shooters with an RPG flair to it as well, platformers with Ori, and XCOM 2 definitely offering a lot of tactical fun as well. That's going to wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.